Okay, Sharon, let's do this. Good morning, everyone. Now, first of all, don't laugh. Uh, that little microphone that I use doesn't work if I clip it on. It's just, it's a cheapie, so it's not working. So I know it looks so funny with the headphones driving and talking to you, but um, you're. um, yes, so forgive me for this. I know it looks funny, but I just wanted to make this video now. Once again, I've been sitting for 2 days, or even more, contemplating this to make this the next video because it is very emotional. It's a very emotional topic for me, and I sometimes think about it, and then I think, oh shit, man, I don't want to hurt people's feelings, or I don't want to cause any trouble, but I have to speak about these things. Um, a very funny thing happened. I'm not sure if you know Phoenix. That's how the actual YouTube thing started when this little chicken came into my life. I helped him to hatch. His mother left him for dead. Oh, at that stage, I still thought it was a her and not a him. Um, he slept with me in the bed for 2 months, and now he's sleeping in his own little cage in my room. So, guys, to have a rooster in your room is quite something. He starts at 4 o'clock in the morning and he doesn't stop. So then I just put in my earplugs for a little while and I try to continue. I try to sleep a little longer, but that's my life. So I posted this. I'm trying to integrate him with the other hens so that he can become a real chicken. He does believe he's a human being. I'm his mommy. He follows me around the whole time. If I'm in the house, he's in the house. He doesn't go outside. So now I'm trying to integrate him with the hens. So a few times it happened that the hens are actually challenging him, and they also want to sort of fight, not really fight. And he's so scared of them. He's trying to be like the man, and then whoops, he jumps up and then he runs away back to his mommy for protection. So this one morning I saw this and I thought, yeah, what a nice idea. And I got a little video clip. I posted it on YouTube, and whoa, within seconds, YouTube removed the clip, saying that it was animal fighting and inciting violence, and they don't tolerate that. Oh my word! I'm like one of the biggest animal lovers for crying in a bucket. I sleep with a rooster in my room and 3 cats on the bed. So, I was a bit, I took it personally, and straight away I wanted to answer, and I wrote this email telling them that it's not my intention. I'm an animal lover, wara, 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 wara. But the email didn't go through, so it wasn't the right channel, or I never even checked. And then I thought about, you know what? That's sort of part of my old pattern. I immediately want to jump up and defend myself because I know that this was not my intention. And that's actually what happened in my life. When I was accused of all these things and being a traitor and a witch and a liar and a thief and I told you about that, all of that. I always, for so long, I defended myself. I kept on defending myself, and it never worked. And for like, I think this is like more than a year, I tried to defend myself because How the hell can you not see? Is there like a veil in front of your eyes? How can you not see that it's not the truth? I didn't do it. And then I realized, you know what, Sharon? What's the use? You're trying to explain yourself to someone who's not even interested in listening to you, not even interested to hear your side of the story or to hear the actual truth. Why are you scared of the truth? What are you hiding? Many times I believe that if you are being accused by someone, that person actually did those things. So now they accuse you so that the attention is not on them. Um, yeah, for like more than a year, I that's why I love talking now, because I couldn't actually complete one sentence, not one. When I started saying something, I was just cut down immediately and just said, "You're lying." What the hell? Anyway, I hope I'm not looking too funny with headphones on my head, driving and talking. Anyway, that brought me to the conclusion that, you know what, perhaps this person or the person, my person, which turned out not to be my person, by the way, obviously not, was actually a narcissist. And until this day, or till even like last night, in this week still, I thought, he can't be a narcissist, man. It must be like something went wrong, toxic influences. People spoke nonsense, and he believed it, and that's why he treated me that way. But then I also thought, you know what? But if he sort of, like he said, he loved me. If he did anything like that, he wouldn't have believed those people. That's so fun. My thing is, if you don't like anyone anymore, or you don't love them anymore, and you want to get out of the relationship, not that there was really a relationship to talk about, um, then just be a man and say, "Hey, sorry, babe. Sorry, sweetie. It's not working out. Let's just call it quits. It's over and done." But no, no, no. You know what he did? He actually, he went to the new beautiful town in the mountains, and he went and he started the smear campaign. To this day, I just don't understand why. And I listened to some talks about narcissism, and that's what they do. They start the smear campaign. So everything is around me being the bad person, so that when I get there, and I try to defend myself, people will think, "Oh, she's just crazy. She's trying to defend herself. Look how crazy she is." And for a long time, this is what he did. Every time I went for a visit, it was arguments upon arguments. He provoked me, and at that stage, I was still that angry type. I'm going to fight because I know I'm right. And I was so provoked, and it was like the whole thing was sort of a setup. Um, what hurts me the most, I think, is that some people who I also trusted, and people who knew me before they knew him, I think they actually sat around the table or the fire or where the hell ever, and they listened to this bullshit. And they actually believed him for a while. I didn't know anything. My intuition told me that this was happening, and then when I got there once, I saw a change in the people's energy. I can just read energy. I can feel it in the room, in the area. And I thought, what the hell did you say to these people? Anyway, long story short, they did realize now that it wasn't the truth, and that he was that it's all lies. But now I had the opportunities to start there again. The new life that I wanted. I wanted to breathe. I wanted to just live a peaceful, calm life. Um, but now it feels like I'm going there if I go, and it's like I have to prove myself to these people because of certain things they said. I thought, what the hell? And I thought, you know what, Sharon? You're 58 years old. You've been a teacher most of your life and you have life experience. I was also in the police for a while, all kinds of jobs. Um, and never ever have people treated me like this. And I'm not going there. I don't have to prove myself to anyone. You should know better. You should know me. And that's how I feel about it. So I'm still in this in between. I really don't know where to go. Um, I love the place where I'm staying, on a mountain. So it's so peaceful. It was my dream home. It was everything I ever wanted. But it's become like a cage of memories, and I still feel energy lingering there, and that energy is sort of, I don't know, it's like it's spiritual warfare the whole time. I'm battling demons. Um, I feel angry when I'm there. Uh, that's why, like yesterday afternoon, I wanted to make this video, but I was feeling so angry and I was feeling so sad. I couldn't stop crying. And I thought, you know what? I'm not in the right space to make this video now. Um, but what I wanted to say actually is, so he was a narcissist. That there's no other way. But still, there's this little thing in my head that's saying, you know what? He might come back to you and apologize, and perhaps it's not that. And then if one of my friends sent me a little meme saying, she said, um, like I was waiting for closure because then I can start moving on with my life. And she said, if you're waiting for closure, the lack of respect, the lack of an apology, the lack of respect for yourself and the way he treated you, that is your closure. His actions, that's your closure. So I'm really battling with this to move on, although I want to help people to move on. And I find it very difficult. The forgiveness part is very, very difficult for me. I know I have to forgive him so that I can receive blessings and move on with my life, but damn, it's difficult. And I also realized, you know what? I still believe this was part of God's plan. And then God removed this person from my life so that I can receive something better. He knew that this person was standing in my way of my purpose in life. This person was dimming my light. And you know what? He was actually saving me from something that would have destroyed me. My light, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. My light was just always shining. I was just a bubbly person, and it was just broken down. And if I stayed in that relationship, it would never have worked out. I lost parts of myself. I became a different person. Now, I'm not saying I'm innocent. That's for another episode, by the way. There's some weird things that happened in my life, and God wanted me to find myself and to find my purpose. It was, what's a nice word? It wasn't abandonment, it was divine redirection. So that's how I'm going to see it. This morning I'm driving to also a small coastal town where my sister's school, where I'll be a substitute teacher for the day, and I love it there. It's I'm doing my own thing. Um, I must still decide where I'm going to be. Um, as you can see, I love traveling, listening to music, because it's sort of meditation for me. I gather my thoughts and I get clear on things. But today, after last night, crying a lot and knowing that I have to let this go, I have to let the anger go, I have to forgive in order to receive my blessings. So today I'm going to start the day with gratitude and say, thank you, God, for what you did in my life. Thank you for always protecting me. You were there all along. God, my angels, my spirit guides, they were there all along. Somehow I didn't see it, but I do see it now. Yes, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. That whole thing about it wasn't abandonment, it was sort of divine intervention and divine redirection for my life, because God has a divine purpose for my life and I have to follow that. And this is why I'm doing this. Have a blessed day. I love you all. Be good and enjoy, and be grateful for every little thing that's coming your way today. Small little things. Love you all. Bye.